came up here, had a strong opening. He told us that he loves success stories of people that overcome odds. Then he went on to tell us about the lead singer for Journey and the movie that accompanies that, or it's about that, Don't Stop Believing. He told us about Six-Toed Rodriguez. But I want to talk about another success story. Patrick McGinty. Now I remember when Patrick came to our club. Another story of overcoming odds. Patrick had so much nervous energy, he was just about ready to burst. Just about every time he got up to do a speech. Okay, I'm exaggerating. Actually, Patrick was a pretty good speaker right from the start. But he has really developed. He is now, like Deborah said, an inspiration to the rest of us and a good example of how to deliver a great speech. On this speech, he used a gentle voice, but it was extremely effective. And he had, a lot of heart. He put his heart into it, and you could tell that he has a lot of enthusiasm. But it's more of a suppressed enthusiasm, and I thought it was extremely effective for this speech. Now, Patrick does a great job of all of the details of speaking. He uses the stage very effectively. Great eye contact. Great vocal variety. Even though, in this speech, he used more of a calm enthusiasm. He varied it where it was effective. As to improvements, I'd say on this, the only thing I could really think of is I was taking notes, and I may have missed some things. I felt like maybe I could have used a little bit more stories about how these people got to where they got to. How did they become successful? And as far as Patrick's success, I'm just going to have to guess. I'd have to say he makes Toastmasters a big priority, which is great. He films these speeches, and he's even filming me now. Which is extremely helpful, I'm sure, for him and for everyone else that goes back and watches and looks at the details of what you're doing. How is your vocal variety? How are you projecting? Are you connecting with all sides of the audience? Now, this has obviously worked well for Patrick. You can tell by all the awards that Toastmasters District 2 heaps on him. You've probably heard rumors of he thought he was getting rid of a trophy, but he got a new, even bigger one to replace it. And I'm sure you deserve it. I just have to say, I'm glad we're going to have you as our next area director, and hopefully as a club officer too. And I think maybe someday you ought to think about doing a speech called Secrets to My Success. Or 50 Secrets to My Success.